Hello, my name is Blake Patterson, and welcome to Real Values. On this week's episode, I discuss the best first-time viewings of 2025. Now, here are a few honorable mentions. 1985, Bread and Roses, Hell County This Morning, This Evening, Love Letters, and Twin Peaks: The Missing Pieces. Number 10, Four Little Girls. Without any flash or sensationalism, Spike Lee explores the story of four black girls who were killed in the bombing of the 16th Street Baptist Church by a racist group in Birmingham, Alabama. From archival footage to new interviews, the documentary is chilling in how it describes and depicts what happened and the impact of the loss on various family members and friends. Four Little Girls is a work of palpable rage and compassion by a filmmaker who had already solidified himself as one of our most important auteurs before making this remarkable work. Number 9, Redacted. Inspired by true events, Brian De Palma returns to the themes he explored in his unsung masterpiece Casualties of War by framing his dramatization in a found footage style to create a rawer portrait. By deliberately stripping down his elegant craftsmanship, De Palma creates a naturalistic depiction of these soldiers' experiences by blending them with media reports and video calls to develop a fully realized portrait of how these men respond to Iraqi citizens. Through this multimodal design, De Palma develops an unnervingly nuanced portrayal of masculinity at its ugliest. Number 8, What's Love Got to Do with It? Although Tina Turner dismissed the film due to how it changed aspects of her life, especially with Ike Turner, Brian Gibson's What's Love Got to Do with It is one of the few music biopics that transcends the banal limitations most music biopics fall into when exploring an artist's identity or part of their life. Turner's main criticism concerned how it made her a victim, but it ultimately showed how she was a survivor of what Ike Turner did to her. Through the excellent performances by Angela Bassett and Lawrence Fishburne, What's Love Got to Do with It exhibits an emotional authenticity and compassion that keeps us gripped as it evolves. Number 7, Fires on the Plain. Although some mechanics are obvious to the modern eye, Kon Ichikawa's emotional investment in the story of a tubercular Japanese private's journey on an island near the end of World War II is intense and unpredictable in how the private's fate will unfold. Given the private's circumstances, we know Tamura will die, but there is dread in wondering how it will happen through each conflict he faces. Even though there would be war movies with more violence after Fires on the Plain, few come close to capturing the raw and haunting beauty of Ichikawa's achievement. Number 6, A Man There Was. Set against the Napoleonic Wars and their aftermath, Victor Yostrom's A Man There Was looks into the eyes of war and its effects on everyone involved, mainly the civilians in this case. At 65 minutes, Yostrom explores the psychologically nuanced devolution of the human condition during and after war, before regaining empathy beyond the anguish of previous events. Considering the war genre today, A Man There Was is an early anti-war drama before the genre would become muddled in its politics and style. Number 5, Shoes. At first, Shoes might seem like an ordinary, silent film about the troubles of a woman who is providing for her poor family, until Lois Weber creates images that reflect Eva's struggles and counter her hope. The compositions of rain showers against Eva and the exterior settings are beautiful in how the light reflects off the sidewalk and streets, and haunting in the pain it gives Eva, especially concerning her worn-out shoes. For all the complaints about silent cinema being dated and irrelevant, Shoes is a profound counter-argument against that limited perspective due to its aesthetically realized and dramatically empathetic portrait of a woman surviving in a broken patriarchal system. Number 4, Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia. Compared to his other works, Sam Peckinpah's 1974 film is a complete vision of his worldview and every bias he evoked through his filmography, from how El Jefe and his men treat his daughter, Teresa, to the boundless nature of ruthless men committing to their goals no matter the cost. Peckinpah throws you into the dirt with his view of a violent patriarchal society and recognizes himself within that world through Benny's destructive moments, which are illustrated indelibly by the great Warren Oates. Peckinpah reveals himself in human form through every fracture, whether moral or psychological, without holding back or polishing a facade. Number 3, The Crowd. Part of why The Crowd is a silent masterpiece is how King Vidor envisions each situation aesthetically to indicate complex feelings beyond the story at the center. Through the linking of aesthetics and meaning, Vidor finds beautifully realized ways to illustrate themes of mortality, failed aspirations, identity, and isolation within the context of a framework concerning the pursuit of the American dream in a capitalist system. Although my reason for watching this great film was due to Brady Corbet's The Brutalist, The Crowd is an essential work that should be shown to every film student to understand what can be expressed visually without relying on dialogue. Number 2, Shoeshine. Through two boys named Pasquale and Giuseppe, Vittorio De Sica explores how the corruption of Italy's justice system has affected the innocence of children and led them to criminality and violence. The film is a feat of emotion and technique through De Sica's perspective on his actors and their environment by not only concentrating on the central character's conflict, but also capturing the bleakness with a sense of beauty as well as grit. As it leads to an emotionally shattering climax, De Sica skillfully balances melodrama and social realism by addressing the seriousness of socio-political issues and presenting them through a classicist sensibility. And number 1, A Page of Madness. Through every superimposition and visual pattern, Teinosuke Kinugasa creates a film fueled by claustrophobic angst, but what makes it so gripping is how it is hard not to look away from the screen. Kinugasa achieves the effect of leaving the audience simultaneously in awe and terror, because there is a beauty to the imagery he creates, even when he is jolting you with his fast-motion editing and the pulsating score. Due to its surreal, overwhelming power, A Page of Madness is arguably one of the few great silent films that could be considered rewatchable. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great night.